Hello, YouTube. Frigid air is easing in the second week of February east, that's for sure. Some good news is developing. Some good news is developing for those struggling to keep warm and facing high heating bills in the Midwest and the eastern United States, but the upcoming warming process may be slow with a disappointing end result for some. Some of the coldest days of the winter are ahead for the upper Midwest late this week and for the Northeast this weekend, and it will take some effort on the part of the atmosphere to dislodge the frigid conditions given the frozen, snowy landscape. In recent weeks, the polar vortex weakened and shifted, allowing frigid air to pour into the central and eastern U.S. But when the polar vortex, a large storm that typically resides near the Arctic Circle, weakens, Arctic air can move into the mid latitudes. When the polar vortex is strong, it tends to keep the coldest air locked up over the Arctic Circle. The polar vortex shows signs of strengthening for a time starting next week, despite what Punxsutawney 20. Oh, sorry about that, though. People in the Midwest and Northeast who have acclimated to highs in the single digits in teens and 20s Fahrenheit may find that highs in the 30s, 40s, and near 50 degrees will feel like spring has already arrived early. Any lasting pattern that will direct highs well into the 50s and 60s in the Northeast is a long way off, but some of the biggest rebounds in temperature will occur over the central and southern states, where air flowing downhill from the Rockies will be warmed a bit more. From the Midwest to the Northeast, the combination of deep snow cover with layers of ice and frozen lakes and rivers will tend to dilute the warming process. As a complicating factor, the pattern is also likely to feature multiple storms that are still able to produce snow, ice, or a combination of both, despite temperatures trending 10 to 30 degrees higher. Given the amount of ice on area, streams, and rivers, the last thing anyone would want is a massive warm up with heavy rain all at once. Such a condition in January 1996 resulted in major ice jams and river flooding as the snow cover melted in a matter of hours. The upcoming thaw looks to be more gradual and less intense than in 1996 for now. Looking further ahead in February, there may be another event that triggers a weakening of the polar vortex around mid month or during the third week of the month. Originally, it was speculated that this might occur a bit earlier in February. The entire process of the weakening of the polar vortex and southward Arctic air or discharge triggered by sudden stratospheric warming typically unfolds over 10 to 14 days on average. So, if this were to occur prior to the middle of the month, any warm up would be greatly shortened. Since it is delayed or may not occur at all, the warm up should last a week or two and perhaps longer. This is a decidedly less dire forecast for temperatures in the eastern half of the nation. Still, given that temperatures will be well below the historical average for the first week or so of February, it may skew the monthly totals toward the cold side of normal. Along with the challenges of forecasting the timing of stratospheric warming and polar vortex behavior, not all polar vortex shifts direct frigid air into eastern North America. Some may be directed toward Western North America or Europe or Asia instead. Often that may not be fully revealed until a week or so ahead of time. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you liked what you saw, click like or subscribe below.